Yes guys, and welcome back to a brand new Sorare video. Today's video is quite a big one because I have had an unbelievable game week, by far my best ever game week on Sorare. It was so close to 2 podiums, and sadly we just dropped out. The one I was most optimistic for was this Cap 240, so I've ended up finishing 7th in Cap 240, which is still a very good reward. Little bit disappointing though, because I was second for pretty much the full weekend. It came down to literally yesterday on Monday, and the final few games it pushed me down quite a lot. So I'm down to 7th, but I've done it with such a random team. I've done it with let's go full screen. I've done it with this team. So I've got Lavakovic in goal, who had quite a tough game against Hajduk Split. They're usually quite good, but they battered them 4-0. This Nkunku guy's been an incredible purchase. I got him for quite cheap. Since playing as a left mid, his scores have gone mad. 'Cause as a left back, he was never that great, but as a left mid, he's incredible. Vega was actually a reward I won from ages ago. He was only worth like £5 or something ages ago. I kept hold of him, and he's become very, very good for Celta Vigo. He's getting a lot of decisive, so keep an eye out for Vega. He might get picked up by a bigger team soon. A little bit pain with Nair. We'll come back to Nair in a second, but Beto did very well. Usually Beto scores terribly, but he did have a very easy game against Spezia. I think if you put me up front against Spezia, or if you guys watching this, if you played up front against Spezia, you'd probably bag a goal as well. So he's in shit form, but he did well this week. I could have come first. Marginally, it's painful. So Nair, if we go down, he had a big chance created. If he gets that assist, I think he had a few attempted assists as well. He had 2 attempted assists, but the big chance created especially, that could have been what got me first place, and it would have got me my first ever podium. We just missed starting top 5 as well, which is a little bit disappointing. That would have got me a tier 2 and a star, but I'll live. We get a high tier 3 to be fair, and we also get a star, and the star pool's quite good as well, so I have no clue where I'm going to be. I'm probably going to be like in the middle of the stars, so somewhere around here. So don't know who I want really. My gallery's quite a mess at the minute. I've got so many players. There's obviously been a huge market crash on Sorare, so I'm just being patient with my players, to be fair. And anyway, the Burnley stack that I finally did build did come 23rd, and again I got so close to getting just outside the podium actually. Balik Wisher, I don't know what's wrong with him. He used to be so good. I haven't watched him for a while, to be fair, but I used to watch him and he was incredible. But since coming back from his injury, he's terrible. And he's missed a big chance as well. Where's the big chance missed? Jules lost. He had a big chance miss somewhere. Big chance miss, there you go. 1 big chance miss. So if he scores that big chance, we're literally on a daddy score. And I think it would have got me 3rd or 4th if he scored that. But either way, I got a little bit lucky because Bayer got given a last minute assist. He did assist Zarori actually, which is the benefit of having a Burnley stack. So Burnley kept a clean sheet. This Sarah guy's been incredible since I bought him. I bought him quite cheap as well. And he's one to look out for. So if you need an under 23 midfielder, I'm pretty sure he takes all the corners for Norwich. He takes free kicks. I don't think he's on penalties, but he's just involved a lot for Norwich. So keep an eye out for Sarah. He's still quite good value, to be fair. And yeah, I need to sort out this under 23 stack. I'm going to keep going with the Burnley stack. We'll go with Sarah still. And yeah, Balik Wisher, I've got questions to be asked. The thing with Balik Wisher though is Antwerp have got a really good run of games for quite a while. So do I keep trusting him? I don't know. But he's let me down this week. But shout out to Zarori, what a player. So that was the game week. I actually had good potential in Cap 220 at one stage because I literally had Mignolet score, I had Apaya and Onel Hernandez. Marisic and Ngong played yesterday on Monday. They were my final 2 players, and they both stunk really. I saw a lot of people, which is quite smart. It's got to be quite hard to do, but some people had like common Mbappe or common Messi, of course, which it takes a lot of your 220, of course. But he's got 100 this week, so anyone with a Messi or Mbappe, you're laughing. It's a piece of cake. But yeah, that was the Cap 220. So I've got a tier 3 from that as well. And aside from that, I don't know if you guys are struggling, but I cannot hit the threshold anymore. Like, I haven't hit the threshold once in this Cap 240. And it's not my prioritised team. I'd say it's my 2nd or 3rd. I can't hit it. I literally cannot hit it. There was obviously problems with the J League, I don't even know, or the K League, whatever you call it, with the scoring on that, so I don't know what happened there. Pinto was on a class score till like the 88th minute something, then his score went down. Theo Sand had a very good score in a 1-0 loss. Made a lot of good saves, to be fair. and Benito Raman didn't play. So yeah, I'm struggling in cap 240. Let me know if you guys are too. It's tough out here. I hope they make it a little bit easier, even if they maybe bring back the old threshold style. Not the exact old threshold style, but instead of just having the $50, have the $25 as well. So you've got a bit of a lower one, because it's tough. I find it quite tough to hit. But anyway, enough chatting shit. Hopefully you guys get good rewards. Let me know how your game week has gone. If you've had a shit game week for ages, don't lose faith, because I have had the worst last few months. I've barely won any thresholds, any rewards, and in the same game week I've won a shit ton. So it takes one game week and you can end up winning quite a lot. So the ETH we get is, I think that's like £3 of ETH or something. That's just for hitting the threshold in limited. Where do we start? We'll go with the tier 3 rare. I'm guessing this will probably be quite worthless with the way the market is right now. I've just realised how dark my webcam is, but we'll live. Go on, be Vass. That'd have been the dream. Oh, I'll take a Sean. Do you know what? I'll actually take a Sean. I don't know how he's still doing. Let's have a quick look. But this guy used to be an absolute threshold beast. He's obviously very old. £44 for a tier 3. We'll take that, to be fair. That is actually very nice. For a high tier 3, I often say this, I'd probably rather be at the top of a tier 3 than the bottom of a tier 2. So I'm happy with that. I think that's pretty good. I'll probably keep him, because I think having depth, I've got a lot of depth. I've got quite a lot of shit players. What's his L15? 55. So he outscores 55 a fair amount. So yeah, I'll probably keep him, and he'll probably be like in a cap 220 or a cap 240 team. So that's pretty solid. We'll take that. That's a decent start. They've changed the design on this, by the way, which is very nice, because they were invisible last week. Next up, we'll go with the tier 3. So this will be literally worth less, pretty much. But we'll take it. It's a Prem player. Hey, if Mendy wants to go back to the league, he could be a beast again. I don't even know. Does he still play Mendy? What Mendy is it? Nampali. This Mendy, so I mean, it's worth £3 for a tier 3. I'm not going to complain. He scores are horrific, but that is, again, I'm really patient on a lot of players. Probably too patient. It's probably cost me a lot of money because of it, but I'm willing to just sit on Mendy. Hopefully he goes to the league, back to the league or something, and maybe his scores become a bit better. But yeah, we'll take that for a tier 3. Not bad. And then this is where the big things happen. We've got the tier 123 rare. We'll open that last. The only slight painful thing is, I think if I put this in all-star rare, I'd have got a lot more money, because you obviously get the guaranteed. You get guaranteed ETH now for coming like so far up. But let's open the star limited. I have no clue who I want. No clue. Preferably not a keeper. Maybe a forward. I can't even think what I need. Let's just see what we get. My gallery's full of shite. Is it going to be Lever? Is it Lewandowski? I'll take a Lewandowski. I think I'll take that. I think that should be very good, to be fair. I have not a clue how much he's worth now. He's worth £70, which is... I know you can't keep comparing, but it's mental, the price drop. I remember when I had a tier 2 last year, worth £70. And now a star's worth £70. But it's better than my last star. My last star was a while back, and I got Tomori. Tomori was worth like £60 back then, so... Happy days. And of course he should bag. You'd expect him to bag for Barca, with how good Barca are. They've got Valencia coming up. They've got some tough games coming up, but I back Lewandowski to score in most games, to be fair. So I know he's not got much IA, but he'll be a good depth player. 54. Oh, is he injured? He's injured. I have a habit of packing injured. It's his value got shot down. Why does that always happen to me? Every time I get a good reward, they always become injured. It happened when I got my last tier 1 rare as well. I got Quates from Sporting, and he got injured and his value dropped like mad. Every time I get a big reward, they get injured and the value drops like mad. But either way, I'll keep hold of him, and we'll see. Yeah, he should be at Barca for a while. So yeah, Lewandowski is our star. Do you reckon that's good? Maybe value-wise, it might not be as good as the others, but in terms of a player, we'll take it. And then under 23 red, there is a lot of good players in this. I would go through the prize pool, but the video's long enough. There's a few Chelsea players in there. Badia Shield, there was only one Badia Shield left, but if you want to give me a Badia Shield, I'll take it. you could drop a like, boys, let me know how your game week's been, and let's see. Don't give me an injured player, please. Do not give me an injured player. English. Forward. Oh, no. Oh, I remember looking through the prize pool. I don't know what his value is like, but that is not what I want. Oh, God. That is, oh my reward luck when I get good reward, like when I get a high rank, which is very rare. It's just terrible. I don't know why I've got the worst reward luck. I have the worst reward luck. It's actually painful. That is so bad. He's just been dropped. Because he misses like 1 billion chances a game. I mean, 2 big chances missed. That's what I mean. He literally got to a point where he was costing them games. Oh, man. I can't actually be arsed with Sorare at the minute. I've been so disengaged for months. Finally had a good game week, and then I get this. Am I being ungrateful? Is that just terrible? Who did they play up front this game? I played Trossard up there. Oh, I remember looking through the pool as well. He was like one of the worst ones. I can't even use him. He's a bench player. Like, no one's even going to buy him at 250 quid. His floor's 260. I'll be looking to get 200 quid, I bet. I don't know. Is there any Arsenal fans? He runs out of under 23 as well, which makes it even worse. I have got the worst luck in rewards. It's actually so painful. 2-1 rare. He was like middle of this pool as well. I don't know if I can. And maybe I can, I don't know, but I might try to swap that reward because that is shite. That is actual shite. Where is he? I might have gone past him. Nketiah. There he is. He's quite low down. Look, there's a load of him left. 11 left. Let's have a look at a few players around him. Like I'd have took a Matson, but I think Matson's injured at the minute. I suppose he's 200 quid as well. Maybe I'm just not aware of how low the market is. I don't know. I just don't think I'd be able to get 200 and something quid for him. Moises Caicedo, players like that. See, they're all around that 200 quid mark. I just don't know how much I'd get for Nketiah, because if he's just been dropped, runs out of under 23, so I can't really use him for much longer. Gabriel Jesus is going to be back soon. I don't know. Arsenal fans, what do you reckon? Do I keep hold of him? Will he get a move? How long's he contracted at Arsenal for? Let's have a quick look. Oh, he's literally just signed an extension. If you asked me like a couple of weeks ago, I'd have said that's not bad. Because he looked good at first. When he first came in for Jesus, he actually looked quite good. But recent weeks, I mean, there's a reason why he's been dropped. Recent weeks, he was costing them. Anyway, long video. Am I being ungrateful? I don't know. It was a big game week for Sorare. But I'm not sure I'm happy with that, to be honest. Terrible scores. If he's now a bench player as well, he's going to be worth way less than 250 quid. It's just painful because I never get good game weeks ever. It's like so rare for me to get a big game like this, and then rewards just do seem a bit stinky. An injured Lewandowski who's down in value, and Nketiah who's been dropped. Bit pain, but anyway, let me know how your game week has been, and I'll catch you in the next one. Goodbye.